guys, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I will be showing you the 2022 Hyundai Elantra N. This is the fastest Elantra you could buy, so I'm going to go ahead and show you all the features this one has. Under the hood of this Elantra N, there is a 2.0 turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. It is connected to an 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. This engine produces 276 horsepower and 289 pound-feet of torque. And the fuel economy numbers on this engine: 20 in the city, 30 highway, and 23 combined. Here is the MSRP sticker of this 2022 Elantra N. If you guys are interested in these standard features it has, just go ahead and pause the video. And the price with destination is $34,670. If you guys are curious about the color is called Cyber Gray, and it does look very good on this Elantra N. And seriously, this thing just looks nice and sharp, and I really love the way how this thing looks like. But I do have mixed feelings about the front. I'm not sure why Hyundai actually made the front looks like this. There is a ton of flat black, and yeah, I'm just not a big fan of this design. Definitely looks nice and sharp, but yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this grille. But anyways, the grille has a nice design to it. And for the headlights, not everything right here in the front is LED. I really wish that everything was right here in the front LED for $34,000, almost $35,000. So the high and low beam are LED. Daytime running light is LED, and it is located up there. And the turn signal indicators are halogen. Again, guys, I really wish that Hyundai made the turn signal indicators LED. Hyundai badge is finished in chrome, nice and big. There's nice sharp lines right here in the front. And I think this color looks really good, but I'm not sure how I feel about this red trim. It does look good on some colors, and it doesn't look good on some colors. And I think it looks okay on this Cyber Gray. But again, guys, I kind of have mixed feelings about the front end, but honestly, it does look nice and sporty. And I really like what they did right here on the side. And there is a functional vent. It is actually nice and big. And this right here is not a parking sensor. I'm not sure if other countries actually have parking sensors on the Elantra. But anyways, guys, I think the front looks very good. And there is some almost flat black splitter. Again, guys, there's that red trim. I think it looks okay. It really depends on what color you get. And here is the N badge. Here is a side view of this Elantra N, and honestly, it looks very good in this Cyber Gray. As I said, the red kind of throws it off, but still, I think it does look good. I really love the sharp lines underneath the door handles. There is a sharp line in the back. And yeah, overall, this car just looks nice and sharp. And I think Hyundai did a great job with the design. For the rims, they look honestly amazing, and I don't think they could be any better than this. The size is 245/35/19, and there is a massive brake caliper in the front. It does say the N badge on it, or has the N badge on it. And the back, there is a red brake caliper. It is smaller than the front. And for the front rotors, they are 14.2 inches. The back rotors are 12.4 inches. And yeah, seriously, I just love the way how this thing looks like from the side. On the roof, there is a standard size sunroof and a gloss black shark fin antenna. And on the side, there is this red side skirt with some flat black with it. And the N logo is actually in the front. On the Kona N, it was located in the back. And yeah, seriously, this thing just looks amazing. From the side, there is a good looking spoiler or wing in the back. I'll show you that when I go back there. And for the mirrors are finished in gloss black. They do have a turn signal indicator on them and a blind spot. But let's go ahead and move to the back, and I'll show you the back view of this Elantra N. Here is the back of this Elantra N, and honestly, the back looks very good. I really love this wing in the back. Definitely looks good, and it adds a nicer look to this Elantra N. For the tail lights, not everything right here in the back is LED. The running light and the brake are LED, but the turn signal indicators and reverse are halogen, and logo is located on the right. Elantra is written back here. It is nice and spaced out. The Hyundai badge is finished in chrome, and here is a backup camera. And this right here, this is the button to open the trunk. And guys, there is just a ton of sharp lines in the back. So design looks good, and as I said, the back, the front, and the side looks very good. In the back, there is some parking sensors. This area right here is finished in black, and there's more of that red trim. Here are the reflectors, and there's a nice design right here in the bottom. And I really love the diffuser. It is very nice and sharp. And the exhaust tips, they're connected to the exhaust pipe, and they are actually very, very big. And by the way, this right here, this is a reflector. It's not a brake light. And yeah, overall, I think design in the back looks amazing. Here's the key of this Elantra N, and honestly, key looks good. It does have a really nice weight to it, and it does have 5 buttons on it: lock, unlock, remote start, trunk release button, and a panic button. And let's go ahead and turn on this Elantra N. And as I told you guys, or as I showed you guys at the beginning of the video, this thing sounds amazing. Let's go ahead and open the trunk. There's 3 different ways to open the trunk. There's one on the key. There is one on the trunk itself. That's the button right here. And there is a button inside. And inside, there is a good amount of space. It is nice and wide and deep. And there is this red metal bracing. Anyways, as I said, there is a good amount of space, and in the bottom there is no spare tire, but there is the jack and the fixed flat kit. And I think the only reason they don't have, or this Elantra N doesn't have spare tire, is because of the weight. They want it to be as light as possible. But yeah, there is a good amount of space in the back of this Elantra N. Here is the front door panel. The front door panel looks okay. I really wish it had some blue or red stitching on it. Hyundai definitely cheaped out. This is plastic. I really wish it was soft for $34,000. Anyways, this is finished in Alcantara, nice and soft. I love the design. And here is the tweeter. And down here, window switches, mirror controls, everything looks okay. And yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the way how the buttons look like. Definitely very cheap. The door handle feels very nice and solid. On the other hand, finished in black chrome. The armrest is a little bit on the harder side, but it is finished in that synthetic rubber material. This is plastic, and an okay storage place in the bottom of this door. Speaker looks honestly amazing. It does have the Bose sound system, and it does have 8 speakers in this Elantra. Anyways, for the seats are nice and aggressive. They're honestly not that comfortable. I really wish they were a little bit more comfortable, but definitely a good amount of support. When taking corners, you're not going anywhere. You're going to be stuck to the seat. And something that I really don't like is the fact that the seats are manual, but I really love the fact that the side is wrapped in leather, and I really like the blue stitching. And this center piece right here is finished in Alcantara. It does have some blue in it. Probably it's really hard to see over the camera. And it does have the lit up and logo in the back of the seat. And yeah, the seats actually look very good, but not that comfortable. But let's go ahead and move inside this Elantra N, and I'll show you how it looks like from the inside. Alright, here is the interior of this 2022 Hyundai Elantra N, and as you guys heard, this thing seriously sounds amazing. I really love what Hyundai did with this exhaust setup. It seriously sounds good. Anyways guys, steering wheel looks very nice. I really like the N buttons. They're finished in blue. There is the I think N grin mode or button. This basically gives you an extra 10 horsepower for 20 seconds, I think, or something like that. Yeah, it does I think give you 20 seconds or something like that, and it takes 40 seconds I think to reset, if I'm not mistaken, or 20 seconds to reset, something like that. But anyways, it just basically gives you 10 extra horsepower. And yeah, the steering wheel design looks very nice. I love the fact that it says N in the bottom. Steering wheel is nice and smooth. It does have some blue stitching on it. And on the left there is the phone controls, voice command, volume controls, and the favorite button. And as I told you, here is the N button. This button right here will toggle through the drive modes. The exhaust valve opens and closes when you put it in eco and normal. When you put it in sport and in the N mode, the exhaust valves open up and the gauges do change. Anyways, right here is the safety features. the steering assist, cruise control. This is the main button to turn on the safety features. This button right here will control the center display, so you could go up and down, you could go left and right with it, and you could toggle, you could actually go up and down with those buttons or switches. The Hyundai logo is finished in chrome. There is some paddle shifters behind the steering wheel, and behind the paddle shifters there is the headlight controls with the turn circle controls, and on the right is the wiper controls. And there is two screens. This left screen is not a touch screen, but it is a 10.25 inch screen, and this right screen is a touch screen, but it is the same size as the other screen. So both of those screens are 10.25 inch. And I think the other Elantras, that's where the drive mode is. And down here there is the brightness control, lane keeping assist, and traction control. And yeah, overall the interior looks very nice. Here is the screen, and the screen is nice and responsive, and honestly Hyundai and Kia, they do a great job with their screens. Resolution is very good, and the screen itself, it's nice and smooth. Here is the N mode menu. You could adjust the drive mode and everything. So this screen right here, you could change the engine, steering, limit strip differential, traction control, exhaust, transmission, and suspension. So good amount of adjustments. And I did drive the Kona N, which is right there, and I did actually do a full review on it. It should be on my channel, and I was actually very impressed with it. Anyways guys, the screen itself, it's nice and responsive. As I said, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And here is the backup camera, and as I said, it only has rear parking sensors. I really wish it had front parking sensors. Here is a down view, and AC vents look good. Here is the emergency light button, and there is another vent right there. This right here is actually soft. It does have some softness to it, but mainly hard. I really like this speaker. It does look very good. And as I said, it does have 8 speakers of both sound system. And here is some shortcuts. Volume knob is in the middle, which is nice. And here is the engine start stop, but there is no tune knob. And coming down, climate controls are very easy to use. Here is the off button, fan speed, AC mode. It does have dual climate control, and it does have 3 stages of auto. And down here there is the heated seat button. On the right is the passenger heated seat button. And yeah, overall I think design looks good. It does have a wireless 1 charger, good amount of storage place in the bottom, 112 volt, 2 USBs. And here is the shifter that will control the 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. And the shifter itself actually looks good. It does have the N badge on it. It does have some chrome on it and some blue. And it does have plus and minus, so you could control your gears this way, or you could use the paddle shifters. And there's 2 buttons right here. There is the drive mode and the camera button. So you could turn on the camera without putting the car in reverse. And this Elantra N has a manual handbrake, which is very rare nowadays. Here is the cup holders. You could remove this. If you have a smaller cup, you could put this in. And the middle console is finished partially in gloss black. So this is gloss black. There is some gloss black right here, but this is flat black right here, and this is some gray trim. And the armrest is nice and soft, and inside there's actually a good amount of space. And here is the rear view mirror. It does look good, nice and thin, so doesn't have thick bezels, and it's not frameless. And up here there is some halogen lights, which is expected, but for $34,000 I really wish there was some LED lights. And this switch will control the lights. Here is the switch to open the Sadder size sunroof. Opens nice and quick. And the visor, it is finished in plastic. And inside there is a very good size mirror and a halogen light up there. Here is the back door panel, and the back door panel looks okay. This top portion right here is plastic. This is finished in Alcantara, which is nice. And that door handle feels nice and solid. A little bit of storage place right here. Here is a window switch, speaker in the bottom, and good amount of storage place in the bottom of this door. And this is plastic, which is expected. But something that I'm really disappointed about is the fact that the armrest is plastic. They definitely cheaped out a lot back here. And for the back seats, there is a good amount of space in the back. Legroom is good, and headroom is good. And the center is finished in Alcantara, just like the front, and the sides are finished in leather. Some blue stitching right here on the sides, and there is no armrest in the back. I really wish that there was some armrest in the back of this Elantra. And there is no AC vents or any USBs. And by the way, this is actually soft, so the back of those seats is nice and soft. And that's how the front of this Elantra looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of this 2022 Hyundai Elantra N. Big thanks to Key Hyundai in Milford, Connecticut, and Nick for providing me this Elantra N. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and check them out. I'm going to go ahead and put the information and link in the bottom of this video. And if you guys would like to see more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.